as a science teacher, would it be recommended to call the parents of our Muslim children, advising them that advising the children of the importance of knowing the fallacy of scientific theories? I don't know if that's allowed in, is that a safeguarding issue that you start? I don't know whether, if under the regulations and the law of this country, can a teacher independently outside of the school start getting telephone numbers of parents and ringing them individually? I don't know. But in generality, what is allowed for a teacher to do in a lesson, even in a science lesson, that he informs the children that this is a theory that has been propounded by some people, but the religions, they reject it, including Islam, Judaism and Christianity. They reject these theories, but these are theories that are put into science books, but they are what it is, theories. If that teacher has the strength and the quwwah and the ability to now expand upon that and teach the children that actually, as Muslims, it is not permissible to believe this because this is actually something that is a fallacy and it is false and so on, then yes, this is better. This is better. If you know the parents personally, meaning that on a level of, socially you know them, then inform them. But the thing is, you as a teacher shouldn't be teaching as a fact that which is fiction. Because evolution is fiction. The concept of the Big Bang and that the universe beginning at the Big Bang and existence itself beginning at what they refer to as the Big Bang is a fallacy, and it is a fiction. It is a fantasy. It did not occur. It did not occur in the manner that they claim, that things are created from, that they came into existence by themselves without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creating them. So you as a teacher, you have to understand that you cannot teach fiction and kufr as a fact. Right? But you can say, in this science book, they claim that this is what they believe, that this is a theory. However, as Muslims, you are not allowed to believe this because we believe that Allah created everything, that Allah created the universe, Allah created the sun and the moon and the stars and the valleys and the rivers and the trees and the animals and mankind, that Allah created Adam, the first man, with his own two hands. So man did not evolve from an ape into a human being. He didn't wake up one day as an ape and then he had a relationship with another ape and that ape gave birth to a human being. It didn't happen. Right? It didn't happen. It didn't happen in one generation. It did not happen over several generations. It did not happen over hundreds of generations. And the ape did not now give birth to another ape with less hair, then which gave birth to another ape with longer fingers, who gave birth to another ape with, with the nose and the ears in a slightly different place, because an ape would look at that and think it's disabled. Right? So it didn't happen like that, barakallahu feekum. And we don't believe in that. And anyone who believes that this is what happened, then that person has left the fold of Islam. He is a kafir outside the fold of Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in the Quran, why do you, O Iblis, refuse to bow down to the one whom I created with my own two hands? Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam informed us in a hadith in Sahih Muslim and in Bukhari and other places that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam from clay. And he molded him. And Allah subhanahu, and many of the mufassirin and the Sahaba radiallahu anhum mention how Adam alayhi salam was in the form of in a clay form, that he was placed in the garden, and Iblis used to walk around him. And he used to look upon him and think that he was hollow because there's nothing inside him at that time. That is not evolution. That is Allah creating Adam in the Quran. That why do you refuse to bow down to the one whom I created with my own two hands? Allah created Adam with his own two hands, and he created him out of clay. This is what we believe. Anyone who comes along and says, well, actually that's not true because they came from monkeys or apes, then that is kufr. So you as a teacher are responsible how you teach.